Ah, why, hello there, and welcome back to The Vault. This show covers unknown or forgotten movies, and I'm your host, Joshua Hinton. The movie we will look at for this episode is The Sisters Brothers. The Sisters Brothers. It is a Western/drama released in 2018. The Sisters Brothers stars Joaquin Phoenix, John C. Reilly, and Jake Gyllenhaal, and earns a 6.9 on IMDb and an 87% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Here's a quick synopsis of the movie. The sister brothers, Reilly and Phoenix, are tasked by their employer to track down and kill a chemist who has stolen from said employer. So that's a brief description of the movie, and the question is, is the movie more deserving of the 6.9 from IMDb or the 87% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes? So, without further ado, let's look at the bad and the good of the movie and give it a grade. So, here's a couple of things I disliked or thought the movie could improve on. It takes a minute for it to get going. It does start with a gunfight, but it quickly slows down after that. So don't go in expecting a lot of like hurrah, fight gun scenes. That's not what it is. And then the next thing is I also kind of dislike some of the shots are very dark and can be hard to see. Not like as in, oh man, that's so, depressing or whatever. It's just dark shots. Like, you can't see them very well. Although it does kind of play into the movie because it's supposed to give it makes it look a little more realistic. But just saying. And not all of the critics like the movie either. Adam Graham, a top critic on Rotten Tomatoes and of the Detroit News, said this in their October 12th, 2018 review. The Sisters Brothers often feels like a journey in search of a destination. So I will provide a link in the description below if anybody is interested in reading the full review. So the question is, though, is the critic right? Well, maybe. But let's take a look at a few of the good points of the movie or what I liked about or where I thought the movie excelled. So, for starters, if you have never seen John C. Reilly outside of his normal his normal comedy roles of kind of the buffoon, you're in for a treat because he is actually a very good actor. In all of the actors, I think, put on stellar performances, and just between his interaction between him and Joaquin Phoenix, really make this movie worth kind of giving it a little bit of a watch. And then it is a visually stunning movie. Like, it looks like it is the 1800s. So they did an amazing job with that. And then at least one critic agrees with me. Anita Katz of the San Francisco Examiner said this in their September 28th, 2018 review. While Phoenix delivers the reckless and playful goods as Charlie, that's one of the brothers, the movie is Reilly's. His lead character is terrifically dangerous, forlorn, and funny. The two actors sizzle together, and I 100% agree. I will leave a link to the review in the description below if anybody wants to read the full review. All right, so that is the bad and the good of the movie, but does it get a passing grade? Let me say that I think the movie is really good, but I don't think it will be for everyone. I think it's kind of a slow burn, and it's not your typical Western, so people may not like it just because of that. So for that, I think IMDb is probably the closest with its score of 6.9, and I personally would give it a 7 out of 10. And if old-style Westerns with great acting are your thing, then I say give it a watch. If anyone is interested in watching the movie, it can be found on Amazon Prime and rented on Amazon. It can be found on Amazon Prime, Hulu, and rented on Vudu. And that's our show. If you liked the video, please leave a like or a comment and check out our other great content on NWTV7, available on YouTube and Twitch under NWTV7. If interested in more movie reviews, tune in Friday nights where I and Cade Kennedy watch and review bad movies on Twitch. And we'll probably be expanding our show a little too, to just be us kind of talking about movies in general as well as watching bad movies. So tune in tomorrow night. As long as it doesn't snow, we'll be here. But this is The Vault, and this is Joshua Hinton, and I'm going to be signing off. And as always, stay frosty out there.